Hey guys, it's Sean O'Connell, the managing director here at CinemaBlend, and also one of the co-hosts of our ReelBlend podcast. And we recently sat down with Sam Mendes, the director of 1917, who recently picked up a Golden Globe win for both the picture and director. And you can listen to the full interview down below, but we also wanted to share one answer he gave us about a spoilery aspect of the film. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's really very cool. I wanted you to have an opportunity to listen to his insight to a scene that was really important to us while we watched it, and I think will be really important to you now that you've seen the film. So go ahead and listen to the spoiler answer that we held out of our full Sam Mendes interview, and of course go down below to listen to the full interview about him talking about the production of 1917. While you're down there, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. Make sure you're following everything that we're doing here on CinemaBlend's YouTube page, and also following the ReelBlend podcast, because we have a lot of great interviews with filmmakers like Sam.
Well, you write something in too, and I know that you've said in interviews that you don't want people to be paying attention to the stitch, and or to be looking where does the shot end, kind of thing. We're such nerds, though. We're always going to be looking at that kind of thing, as just to sort of see how the sausage is made. But then I was shocked when you gave yourself the blackout, which was almost like, okay, from this point on, I can restart almost. Can you talk about your thought process of giving yourself that moment to actually pause?
Well, it was to do with time, actually. It was to do with the fact that I wanted the movie to go from afternoon into dusk, and then from night into dawn. I wanted it to be in two movements. I wanted to take the movie tonally somewhere very unexpected. And I thought it was impossible if I stayed in the same kind of naturalistic, world that the first sort of 2/3 of the movie occupies. I wanted to take it somewhere more like a hallucination, somewhere more surreal, almost dreamlike, and horrifying too. So it's the moment that the movie shifts from naturalism into something more mythic, I hope.
Oh, it does.
And it goes into something that feels like a kind of descent into hell. Yeah. And then if you look at it in these terms, he descends into hell and drags himself, he crosses back over the River Styx and drags himself back up into the land of the living again, when he meets the soldiers in the woods. And so there is a level that you're trying to make the thing work on, which is a sort of subconscious level of horror that is, just that is beyond words, really. It's just image and atmosphere. And so I felt also, and one of the reasons that, one of the unspoken reasons I suppose I cast to relative unknowns is I don't want the audience to know whether they're going to live or die. And if one of them is, which one? And I wanted to even throw that up in the air. Well, maybe he's not going to survive either.
Right.
And we do hold that black for quite a long time, just to the point where you start to become uncomfortable. And then we come back from a different perspective. And it's the only time the angle of the camera shifts during the film. We don't pick him up in the place we left him.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Well, he's lying in the same place, but the camera's moved.
Right.
So it's the only time we break our rule, in a way. And he is upside down, and without wanting to labor the point, the world is also skewed from that moment on. He no longer knows where he is. He no longer knows what time it is, whether he's been there for 2 nights, 2 hours, 2 minutes. He doesn't know.
Right.
He's sort of half forgotten where he's got to go, and he stumbles blindly forwards. And even when he gets finally to someone who can answer those questions, he can't remember where it is that he's supposed to be initially. So, he also is, it's a mirror of his emotional state, which is another reason why I wanted to go there.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you.
Okay, now we're in full spoiler discussion, and I want to bring up that scene of the movie going to blackout because, again, if they're sort of advertising 1917 as the gimmick of the one shot, we're paying attention to where those stitches are, and this is a very blatant stop in the narrative. And I thought that Sam Mendes gave an amazing description as to why he chose to give the blackout. And of course, when you come out of that scene and we're in the evening shot, that's when Roger Deakins goes full Roger Deakins. And to hear Sam actually explain to us the thought process behind having it in there revealed exactly what I basically thought, is that it's not there for an accident. It's there for narrative reasons, and it's also there there for symbolic reasons and gave him a chance to sort of break the journey of the soldiers up into two distinct acts. Fantastic answer, I thought. If you're looking for more amazing answers, subscribe to the ReelBlend podcast. We really go out of our way to get the top filmmakers who are working in the industry to this day. Recent interviews have been with director Rian Johnson, Quentin Tarantino for multiple interviews. Obviously, Sam Mendes came to join us, and we hope to bring plenty more to the show in 2020. So if you're not yet following the ReelBlend podcast, what's wrong? Come on, come join us. Listen, we're putting podcasts out once a week. Great co-hosts, great conversation, really great interviews, and I think you'll enjoy it if you're a movie lover. While you're here, again, go down, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, follow along CinemaBlend's YouTube page. We love when you guys come over and watch all these videos that we work on as soon as they drop.